And so today, so on Tuesday, which is yesterday, I came into work really horny for a trade, because I have all this pent up frustration from not trading on Monday. Okay, and the day started really, really slowly yesterday. No stocks were moving, and all of a sudden ATAI shot up. And when it shot up, and I was so horny, I busted my load really early all over the front side of that chick, that hot chick. We call it the hot chick. So the hot plays of the day, we call it the hot chicks. And sure enough, I blew my load on the front side of all over her. And then I fucked up. I only lost in the morning like $4,000, which is nothing. It's like a day or less of work, right? $4,000, nothing. But I was so pissed off. And so this is what you need to be careful about. Turning a small loss into a giant loss. Okay? So I had a very small manageable loss, $4,000, like nothing, right? I mean, it's all relative actually, right? But I mean, for me, it's very manageable. It's like, but I decided to, so what happens is this. ATAI yesterday never ever broke support. Support was held all day long. And that's where I fucked up. So the key, so all the losses I have come from FOMO. Better word for FOMO is early anticipation. So I anticipated that it's going to break down. We had our line set, we had all this set. But instead of waiting for the confirmation, I was slamming with, size. So I had like 15,000, 20,000 shares short of that stock. Unconfirmed, trying to crack support. Of course, it fucking held. Squeeze of 50 cents. And so that's where I lost. So basically it was only a $4,000 loss. Not bad. I worked my way down to that. But then I decided to stick around. I broke every rule in the book. So yesterday, these are the rules I broke. I broke FOMO. I shorted size front side. We have this rule. If it's the front side, Alex has this great rule. Only 30% of your max size should be front side shorting. If you short, make sure it's only 30%, which is small, right? Because the fact that if you only 30%, it's easy for you to get out if you're wrong. Front side, you're basically trying to cherry pick the top. When you're shorting front side, what you're doing is you're anticipating the top. You're cherry picking, anticipating the top. When it works, it works. But when it does not work, you get your ass pounded. Okay? Pounding is relative. I mean, I'm pretty decent at managing at least the loss. So it didn't balloon to like $50,000 loss, But the fact that I broke the rule. I went too big of a size, and then I decided to stick around during the midday. We have this rule called the zombie rule. Zombie hours go into effect at 10:30. The reason why 10:30 is because around that time, around 11 o'clock, the volume dies. All the trading in the morning are done the first hour, big volume, and then it starts to slow down. When it slows down, that's when the manipulation, the games begin. So they manipulated that stock. They fake the death line, all this stuff, and I fell for it. So to sum it up, I had FOMO, which is basically anticipation. I anticipated the breakdown, which never happened. Trapped me, and I turned a small $4,000 loss into a $10,000 loss, which is still okay, but fuck, it's unnecessary. One bad trade leads to 100 bad trades, and then your brain gets all fucked up, and you're thinking every single move down is the death move, and that's where you lose. So it's best not to even break the rules. When you break the rule, this is where your tab comes in. Your tab needs to slap you and say, walk away. Walk away, motherfucker. So I ended up the day losing like 10 grand. So what I did was this. I mean, I'm very upset. It's not the money, guys. It's the broken process. I broke my rules. I mean, I was trading very well. I had over a 2-week streak of green days. So I got a little careless, got a little arrogant. I decided to break a rule. Because breaking rules, I made money breaking rules during that streak. So that's what happens, man. You have to keep to good habits. Because if it wasn't for my experience on how to risk mitigate, I mean, being stuck 20,000 shares of that shit, I got out in time at least. It could have been really bad. Today I hit 340. After hours, it went to $3. So I would have been down like a Mercedes, So I walked away at least, and so what I did was this. I learned from it. So today I came in, and my goal, so this is how I rebound from a loss, guys. This is how I do it. The next day, my goal is just to be green. Even if for $1 green. How do I become green? It's not by forcing trades. It's by process. Going back to the process that led me to be successful all these years, all these weeks. Okay? That means not sizing up front side until the confirmation comes. That means keeping a small, if you must break the rule, 30%. So if you have a 10,000 max size, 3,000 shares. If you have 1,000 max size, 300 shares. And make sure you don't break that rule. Don't keep adding. So I kept on adding and then I got fucked up. So today's goal was to be green. How do I do that? So the first thing I did was I limit my max size on ATAI today to just tiny 5,000 shares. Because you know what, man? I lost on it yesterday. And if somebody beats you up, you kind of get scared. I don't care what you say. I came in today a little scared. And I knew I was going to fuck up because I was scared. It's like PTSD, right? So I limited my size to tiny, 5,000 shares. Sure enough, ATAI trapped, but I was small, so all I lost was like $500, which is fine. But then I made all my money on the other plays: INPX, CCNI, AVGR. You see what I'm saying? I went back to my bread and butter, which are these easier plays, the non-hot chick of the day. So there was a hot chick of the day, INPX. I went small front side until 170. Take a look at my charts on Twitter. When 170 confirmed the top, I laid it out there, man. Every time I went back to around 70, I fucking shorted. And then when it dropped, I covered. I went back to make sure that I remained green for the day, traded well, didn't get FOMO, didn't size up too early, and took my gains. And then I walked. I came into the day not thinking I'm going to make back all my losses, I mean. So can you hear me? If you come into the day after a loss thinking I'm going to make back all my losses, you will double your loss. You need to let the trades come to you. So that's what I did. I came back with the intention of just closing the day green, sticking to my process. By doing that, it helps rebuild my confidence, guys. Trading is a lot of confidence. If you have zero confidence, you will get shaken out. Every single move, you will take the loss. You would take the loss over and over, and then you'll be death by 1,000 paper cuts. So my goal was not to make all my money back. And sure enough, dude, that's what saved me today. Because ATAI trapped. It broke 540. Wait, what's that stock? 340? Wait, 240. It's supposed to hit 220, so that's a death line. They saved the death line, and they fucking ramped that shit back to $3. If I had hammered that fucking line, I would have been down big time. Okay, so those are the tricks, guys. Those are the tricks. So I'm gonna repeat because it's very important on how to bounce back from a down day. Okay, the next day, do not ever think you're gonna make back your loss. Throw that shit out the window. Same thing with if you're green for a week. The next day, you should never ever think I'm gonna bank. Treat every day the same. Okay? Each day I'm not gonna bank. Each day I'm not gonna make my losses. Each day is a new day. Each day I'm gonna come and perform and conform to my process. Each day, I forget about what happened yesterday. Okay? But I'm a human being. I lost, so I cannot forget about yesterday. So I'm very conscious. So what I did to mitigate my risk was I moved away that stock that I lost to another screen, far away. I limit myself, located only 5,000 shares. Because even if it ran $1, I wouldn't be like dead. But it won't run $1, right? So what I did was I moved it away. I did not have FOMO. I focused on the easier plays. I waited for the confirmation of AVGR, hammered that shit. When all these confirm, you can hammer size, okay, shorting wise. So that's what I did. I made a bunch of money back by not thinking to make money, okay? If I came in today thinking I'm gonna fucking make back all my losses on ATAI, I would have tripled my losses. I would have been in 20,000 shares, fucking stopped out at $3, down another fucking 10 grand. So what I did was, once again, my goal was to trade well. Keep my process, guys. And you know what? The results show it. Take a look at the charts that I posted on Twitter, guys. Traded very well. That's because I was. So once you start trading, you forget about what happened. This is the problem with human nature. If you dwell on your losses or if you dwell upon your victories, it's going to influence your next trade. If I made a fucking bunch of money yesterday, I'm gonna walk in like I'm the fucking man. And so I'm gonna start being loose. I'm not gonna be disciplined because I'm like, dude, I have cushion. I can fucking lose money because I made a lot of money yesterday. You know, you can play that cushion game forever, and that's how people lose. That's how you get stuck. So today, what I did was ATAI. If you take a look, I wonder if I posted that chart. So the key was I took a loss. I took a very small loss, which saved me. Okay, versus keep adding. I took the loss because I had a max size of 5,000 shares. So once I maxed out 5,000, I can't add anymore. So I needed to manage my position very well and be very frugal with my ads. So try that trick, guys. If you find yourself having no discipline, give yourself a max size. Call up your broker and say, restrict my fucking share size to 1,000 shares. Call up your broker. Set a daily loss. Say, hey man, if I lose more than $1,000 today, cut me off. That way, it forces you not to be stupid. So those are the kind of tricks, right? So set the max size at the broker level, the server level, your account level, so that you don't fucking go back and start fucking adding shit and changing shit. And you know what, man? Fuck what happens to ATAI. It can tank down to $1. I'm okay. I don't need to have that ego where I need to say, hey man, ATAI fucked me up yesterday. I need to come back for revenge. And that's how you lose. If the bully beats you up, get the fuck out. I don't need to go back. It don't matter to me. MoveOn.com, man. MoveOn.com. Get the fuck out. It's like a chick, man. Chick dumps you, get the fuck out. And punch more girls. And stop chasing that hot girl. Right? Take the easier sympathy plays, the side chicks we call it. You know, the stuff that no one looks at. And let the heroes chase the hot chick, the hot player of the day, and die. So there in a nutshell, guys, is how I bounced back today. I bounced back today by realizing, looking back at why I lost and not setting an expectation to make back my loss. I let the markets dictate the flow. I'm not forcing size to make back the loss. So then I'm flowing like Bruce Lee says, right? Be like water. Water flows, right? All right, I'm gonna stop and take some questions. Let me scroll back to see what you guys said, because it's kind of hard to walk and look at the same time. A lot of important concepts we covered today, guys. A lot of tricks. Once you start trading well, it's very simple. You start trading well, everything flows. But the problem with trading well, you have to be careful, is if you get on this streak, and your streak comprises of a lot of bad habits, breaking rules, but you got away with it. Eventually, getting away with it will make you go broke, guys. And that's how the biggest losses happen. It's because of one simple, I'm gonna stick my toe into the water. I know I should not. I'm gonna stick my toe into the water. Because you know what, man? I stuck fucking 4 toes yesterday and I made money. Let's take both feet in. And the next thing you know, you get fucking pulled in by the giant crocodile and it bites off your penis. You know, that's how it happens. Don't even stick it in. It's just like dating, man. You meet some girl on Tinder, I'm just gonna fucking stick my tip in, and then you get fucking AIDS. You know, keep to the process, guys. Keep to the process. There's always risk mitigation. Risk is key. You do not want one girl or one trade to fucking take you out of the game. You know, because you know, man, you can get away with it 4 or 5 times. Man, it'll catch up to you, man. You're gonna fucking catch an STD, which is, you know, a low floater that just rip your fucking balls off. You understand? Now I'm putting the analogy where you guys understand, man. It's like, get away with it, you break the rules. It's like, fuck. Eventually it'll catch up to you guys, and that's how you get the mother of all losses. So like I said, go back to, so what you need to do this, okay, is to have a go-to strategy. Meaning, you know what, man, something to fall back on. Like, this strategy has been working for me. I know it works. I lost yesterday because I deviated from that strategy. You see what I'm saying? But by deviating and losing, now I am now fearful of each trade I make. My confidence is lost. So that's when you reach deep down inside of you and you know what, man? I fucked up because I deviated from my plan. Let's go back to what I do well and not deviate. So today, what I did was this. I consciously said, I'm only going to trade low-hanging fruit. I'm only going to trade stocks that have an edge. So I looked up INPX, had some sort of dilution. I'm thinking, man, it just diluted like, they had a filing this year. $50 million. I don't know if they're going to kick it in or not. But, you know, it's something there. I'm looking at that. By the fact that they're doing that, some sort of dilution, I know that this stock is a piece of shit. So at least it gave me a little edge. I looked at the chart, I let it run, and then you know what I did, guys? I walked away during the zombie hour. 11 o'clock, Alex says, Bao, I'm proud of you. This is my tab. This is the responsibility of a tab. To fucking remind you, get the fuck out. Keep the good form. Don't stick around to try to make a few pennies and lose $1. So I fucking said, I'm getting the fuck out because my goal today is just to close green. If I close green today, I'm back on track. My mental state is back. My confidence is back. I forgot everything that happened yesterday. So that's what made me successful all these years, guys. Every day is a new day. Every single day is a new day. I forget what happened the day before. I don't use that as a reason for today's trades. I don't use the profits as cushion in my head. I do not let the down day bother me. I need to reset and get back to form because I know that I'm a good trader. I'm a successful trader. I'm a consistent trader. I'm a profitable trader. If I follow my process. The moment I break the process, I fuck up. So if you lose, you need to reset, guys. Do not fucking think you're gonna make it back in one trade. And that is the problem as a young trader, including myself. Back in the day, I'd be like, fuck, I'm gonna make my money on this stock. And that's when you lose. Because you're not trading well. You are biased now. You're emotional. You can't be emotional when you trade. You have to be robotic. And so if you cannot explain your strategy, your process to someone in a simplified manner, your process and your strategy is flawed. If you cannot explain it to someone, if you cannot write it down as steps, it's not a fucking process. It's winging it. It's random. So go back and examine all your process, guys. So the first step I tell people, if they come to me and say, Bao, I'm losing, I'm not consistent, what's wrong? I say, let's first examine your process. I don't give a fuck about your current trade right now. Your trade is meaningless because your trade is random. Because you lost on this shit, I can't really advise you on the loss because the next time you make a trade, it's going to be completely random. The things I try to fix you on this trade is not going to apply to the next trade unless your process is standardized. So first you need to standardize your process. So even before MIC launched, that was the key, guys. That's the key that all of Twitter, all of everybody did not ever talk about process. They talked about all these patterns, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, whatever the fuck it is. They talk about VWAP. They talk about offerings. No one ever talked about process. Process is what made me and Alex do very well. Look at Alex's results last month. He had one red day, and that one red day was because he broke the process. Process is key. Look. So if you guys are struggling, or if you're not struggling, just this week, I told Alex and Tosh, let's figure out what our process is for MIC, how to better handle all the new members that are coming in. So process is not just for stock trading, guys. It's for life. It's for business. It's for relationships. You need to fix your fucking life process. You know what I'm saying? If you keep fucking up, don't look at that one event and say, I'm not going to do that event again. Look at your process. Look at what triggers you to deviate from your process. And a lot of times, it's because you do not have a process. So, this is what I want you guys to do. Sit down and get a piece of paper or a notepad, whatever on the computer, and write down your process. Because if you write down your process, now we can help you to figure out, oh, this is what you're doing incorrectly. Process would be like this. I wake up the same fucking time every day. 4:08. Don't ask me why 8. 8 is, I like the number 8. It's an Asian lucky number. So I wake up exactly the same time, 4:08. And I've been doing much better by sleeping around 9 o'clock. Getting in bed around 8 and just letting myself go to sleep. I have a hard problem sleeping, so I've been taking like edibles, which is the legal marijuana stuff, the edibles, so I've been knocked out. So my process is, once I deviate from my process, I lose. You see what I'm saying? Once I deviate from my process, so I wake up, I brush my teeth, I take a bowel movement, a BAO movement, bowel movement. That way, dude, when I'm trading, the bathroom never calls. So my bowel movement is standardized. My bowel movement has a process. That process is, at 4:15, bowel takes a dump. So when I wake up, boom, I need to go take a dump every day. I train myself. This is through years of repetition, guys. If you want to be a successful fucking trader, if you want to be a successful athlete, if you want to be a successful anything professional, you need to have a process. Every professional athlete has a process. They wake up at the same time, they sleep at the same time, they go to the gym, they eat the same regimen. It's a process. A golfer has a process. That's his warm-up swing. When he reaches the fucking tee box, he goes through his little fucking shake his ass, shake his wrist, and he hits the ball. It's a process. Every top athlete has a process. Trading is a sport, guys. It's a professional sport. You need to train your body. So have your fucking process. So I get all I brush my teeth, my bowel movements in the way. So when I'm sitting down on the desk, I turn off my fucking phone. I'm just zoned in for the first hour. So my process is this. I get to my desk around 4:45. I look what's going on. I buy my locates. I contact the broker or whatever to secure certain locates I like. Then I do research. Actually, I do research and then I locate. But if the locate is cheap and there's not many size left on the locates, I take it. So part of the process is this. Before I make a trade, I need to fucking go through my checklist. If you want to know what the checklist is, join MIC. We will tell you all the steps. Or go to the YouTube and go to my daily recap video. I tell you my process in there. I do the same monotonous thing over and over. I look up the filings, I look up the charts, I figure out what my lines are. Lines are very important. Lines determine my entries. Lines determine my exits. Look at the line and then I make a plan. The fact that I've done my process planning, it gives me confidence so that when the stock comes to my level, my lines, I'm going to execute. If you do not plan, you will fucking chase. You will go. So example, the process says short at $1.90. Let's say the line is there. When that 190 comes, if you're not planning, you're scared because you're like, fuck, what if 2 comes? What if 250 comes? And then it'll hit and then it'll drop and you go, fuck, I knew it. Why did I not fucking go in? That's because you did not properly plan. If you properly plan, you should not be afraid. And how do you get rid of this fear? You put in the order. So I'll give you an example. I'm shorting like 15,000 shares of some stocks today, like IMPX. So I'm putting in just 2,500 shares where I want. 2,500 shares only. When it hits there, I get filled. Then I can re-examine to add or to take the loss. But I'm not fearful, you see what I'm saying? So for you, put 1,000 shares out. Put whatever, because your size is probably smaller. Put it out there. So when it comes, it hits. So that you will not be afraid. Don't fucking use this hotkey bullshit. Hotkey does not work, guys. Hotkeys makes you chase. The only way you hotkey is if you chase. If you plan, never ever need a hotkey. I'll tell you when you do need a hotkey, but that's later advanced. I don't want to get into this conversation. But from your level, just put the orders in before it happened. And you're not scared because you pre-planned it, guys. You pre-planned it. And make sure that you don't have FOMO. So that's where the art is, okay? There's an art and there's a science. The art is to know which line to use. Because there's a bunch of lines. There's a bunch of resistance. There's some bunch of support. So I've been doing this a long time. So I can eyeball it. I'm fucking not always right, of course. But that's why you scale in. My process is not all in at one spot. It's scaling in. I'm going smaller size, but I give myself a wider range. So if I wanted 10,000 shares, I'm starting with 2,500 or even 1,000 shares to nibble at certain areas to test. You see what I'm saying? I'm not going 10,000 shares in one spot, guys. I'm giving myself range. Remember, if it's front side, it's only 30%. Backside, boom. We'll talk about that in another one. But this topic is about how to bounce back from a loss. And basically, it's process. Go back to what process you have. Okay? Most of your losses are from process. Break a process. So, guys, that's your homework assignment. Go write down your process. And then what you do is if you join MIC, show one of our moderators, one of our mentors, your sheet, your process. And we basically will help you with that. Because if you have a process, if you have a systematic, robotic way to trade, it makes it much easier. You're not random. You know, you can go back to do back testing on data, all sorts of things based upon process. Whew. All right, I'm gonna take some questions now. And as you see, man, today's been great. Alex made me leave. I'm like, fuck. I made back a bunch of losses. I'm fucking happy. Yesterday was a fucking distant memory. Tomorrow, boom, I'm back, baby. It's all in the confidence, guys. Trust in your process. If you do not have a process, that's why you can't trust. That's why you have fear. Process takes time, of course. Confidence takes time. That's why you start with small size to learn. Once you become consistent with small size, you can slowly increase your size. But more size does not make you more money. If you trade well, it makes you more money. Just because you increase size does not mean you're gonna increase your profits. Increasing size with the wrong process, with a bad strategy, increases your losses. First step, use small size to make sure your process, your strategy is good. If you can consistently make money with small size, boom, there you go. Why are you testing big size on an unproven strategy? And MIC, guys, is growing because we've been working process for years. So when we launch, our whole way of teaching is based on process. And this is unheard of. And because I've been all over the place and everyone just talks about patterns and all that shit. Fuck that shit. It's your process, man. And the tab. So we originated the tab, the Training Accountability Buddy, because you can have the best strategy, you can have best process, but human nature kicks in and you fuck up. And that's where your tab comes, because I could have stayed and got fucked up and got trapped, guys, seriously. Hey, what's AVGR at? And what is IMPX at, guys? IMPX. What's the oh shit, 143. It's okay, I covered the rest. I have like 142 to 147, so You see the FOMO? I'm like, fuck, 5 cents more. I could have made 5 cents more. But by sticking around, fuck, that 5 cents is a big risk. Like, how much meat is left? IMPX 140 is the over underline in my opinion. Like 138 or whatever, right? 138. So they're saving that 140. That's what you notice. They're saving that 140. But so I could either anticipate it and slam it and then get trapped, or I can just wait until it fucking breaks 130, slam this shit, there's enough backside, I'm good. So we make my money in the morning, and now just trade the high probability setups. That is the process. Or you wait until 170, 160 line. 170 is all day resistance on IMPX. So I'll give you a little quick tip. If you wait for the confirmation, you do not top tick. You do not make the maximum you can. But you know what it is though? But you hardly ever lose. If you wait for the confirmation, you hardly ever lose. It's an insurance policy, guys. I'd rather be a little bit late than a lot early. You can keep trying to top tick. You better top tick the fucking right one, otherwise you're dead. So now, which one would you rather have? No stress, consistent wins, repeatable process over and over. You may not make fucking huge, but it adds up, man. Huge is relative, right? But if you don't fucking lose, guys, that's the key. Slaying the top tick dragon will result in your death. I guarantee you. It may not be today, tomorrow, but one day it will fucking burn you. Because all it takes is one outlier to kill you. All right. Any questions, guys? So we talked about how to bounce back from a loss, which is a process. Trading accountability, buddy. I'm gonna stick around till this IG live ends. Usually it's like 15 minutes or so, the total, before they knock me off. But he has any questions, we can ask. I can answer any questions. Oh yeah, we launched this lifetime membership, so you guys should look into it. It's basically you get everything. So all these other guys are charging you $5,000 for outdated DVDs. Dude, we basically give you a lifetime of MIC, which includes boot camps, live training. Well, yeah, we're doing a live training boot camp in August. We'll announce that once we book the venue around August 17 weekend, somewhere on the East Coast. We'll be live trading, guys. Lifetime guys get front row seats, guarantee seating. Annual guys get free admission. So at least sign up for the annual to get into the boot camp, a live training boot camp on a Monday. We're going to show you all these things we talked about: process, strategies, deathline, zombie, first bounce, resistance, support, pivot, all that stuff. This is a live in-person fucking boot camp for free, guys, for free. No, hurricane, can't go to New Orleans. I'm trying to avoid all the hurricane in August. So we're gonna come on a Monday, book an expensive venue, internet for 300 people, and fucking bring your laptop. We're gonna fucking mentor you. How fucking cool is that? All for free, guys. These other guys are giving you DVDs, outdated DVDs that don't teach you anything. Now you're gonna fucking come in, and we're doing this twice a year. The boot camps happen twice a year. We're planning for twice a year boot camps, meetups. You saw the meetups once a month, all over the place. If you are a member, just a member, you don't need to be annual. You get come to every single meetup for free. Boot camps, twice a year. We're aiming for twice a year. Free. If you're an annual, lifetime gets a guaranteed spot, because there's going to be a maximum capacity at each one of these events. We can't let in like 800 people, obviously. So the lifetimes get first come, first serve, and then the annuals get first come, first serve. But once again, this is free at no cost. How much are they charging you for a seminar? Some of these guys are charging you $5,000 just to meet them, to have fucking lunch with them. And this is all included in lifetime, man. Like, we throw in DVDs. We make new videos, like 3 videos a week, constantly upgrading. It's all current information. It's not fucking shit from fucking 20 years ago. These are real strategies that me and Alex and the other mentors, Tosh, are using for profit. And if you are unsure, go check out Alex's P&L from which he posted the other day. There's no meetup schedule, guys. We pretty much, wherever we go, we're gonna throw an event. We've done pretty much a meetup every month, and these are all free, guys. We spent a lot of money to do this, giving it back. $179 to try it out per month, guys. It's $179. No commitment. You don't like it, you quit. But I guarantee you. Oh, one more thing, guys. So this is what's been instrumental for MIC. It's called the After Hours channel. Because you know what, man? Trading doesn't just end when the market ends. Trading doesn't start when the market starts. To me, it's 24/7. It's a life process, like I said. You need to keep, like an athlete. A fucking athlete will hang out with other top athletes. They're not fucking hanging around fucking doing drugs and shit. They're keeping their top form. So After Hours is meant to be the hangout for the top traders. But what is a top trader? To me, if you're in the room every fucking day, you're a top trader, guys. It's not about P&L. You are an up and coming top trader. Okay? And so you want to surround yourself with the environment of other successful top traders. And that's where After Hours is. It's basically a community. It's a lifestyle, guys. I'm in there all day long. Me and Alex are there like until 11 at night. We're there on weekends. We're there because, those are our friends. We have fun. It's a socialized platform to chat with friends and meet new people, meet tabs, and you learn, man. Shit, man. It's like if you want to become a baseball player, and Mike Trout says, "Hey, man, I'm gonna come in and hang out with you every fucking night." Why the fuck wouldn't you hang out? Because then you learn his habits, successful habits, and you meet him. And that's what MIC After Hours is. Me and Alex just don't fucking leave. When the day's over, I'm prepping. I'm trying to figure out what I did wrong today. Trying to figure out how I can improve tomorrow. And we're sharing this information with all our members. Whew. See, AVGR 985. Fuck. I have 15,000 left of that. I covered all 104. Fuck. Sorry. So that's the After Hours, guys. And that's why, in my opinion, if you want to be a successful trader, trading does not just stop when the market ends. Trading does not start when the market opens. There's 18 more hours around that. Dude, every day I'm like, Bal, get off your phone. I'm working, baby. I'm working. And then we're sharing like jokes and shit. I just can't let her see. AVGR. So much. I covered the last AVGR to go walk. But sorry. But you see what happens, guys? Sure, I can squeeze 4 more cents. That's where the FOMO comes in. And so the next time I stick around, I fucking lose. So the rule is this: take the meat of the move. Take the meat of the move. If I take the meat of the move, I'm safe every fucking day. I took the meat of the fucking move. Now it's just FOMO. But you know what, man? If you trade well, you're always gonna have that feeling. But it's okay, because tomorrow I'm gonna fucking hammer another stock. And that becomes a low hanging fruit too. Whew, fuck. The last hill. Where are you, Granny? Any questions, guys? This is actually pretty informative, IG. I'm really motivated because I lost. It's not much money. It's not the money. I just broke discipline, and I hate myself because I broke discipline. Now I'm getting back to form, working out, taking me to the move, locking in my money, guaranteed. Oh my almost there. And I lost some weight. I think I lost like 5-7 pounds. Eating well, sleeping well, then trade well. We should all be like SpongeBob, absorb all the knowledge we can. Yeah, the beauty of MIC is this, guys. It's not just me, it's not just Alex, it's not just Hosh, it's not just anybody, it's everybody. Members helping members, and that's the only way. There are many different skill sets, many different levels, many different experience levels, many different styles. I trade differently than other people. Alex trades differently. Our moderators trade differently. But you see the beauty of that. So many different styles. So many different personalities. Find one that matches you. Fuck, I got one more hill to go. Oh, that was it. Oh my god. Motherfucker. Try walking and talking. Athlete's walking no hill and he's dying too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Any questions, guys? I'm gonna take it easy this last hill. Oh my god. A cruise might be good for a lifetime. What do you think, Alex? I hate the fucking boat though. There's no internet. But part of the lifetime, we're gonna take retreats. And so I was like, cool, man. Every year maybe we'll do a retreat. You bring your spouses, your children, and just hang out. That'd be kind of cool. So many different things we could do. MIC annual retreat. How cool is that, huh? One more, almost there. Alex is going to Greece. When are you going, buddy? July? So he's gonna throw a little meetup around Greece in July. So those who want to meet up, contact Alex. He's gonna throw a little MIC meetup over in Europe. Bring wife, concubine, side bitch, booty call, whatever you want. And if you bring a booty call, don't forget, bring one for me. This is kind of fun, right, guys? Just chilling. Well, I'm gonna end it here. I don't want you guys to get all bored. I'll see you guys back in the room. See you guys online, guys. See ya. Bye.